That's Kat,
That's Ian.
and this is 404.
Script not found.
That's perfect. Like a terrible voice message. I love it.
Everybody, real quick before we talk about Claude, it's Ian's birthday.
Yeah,
He's
the
43.
old is getting older.
He's not 43. He's 30. 30.
That is part of the number. Yes.
I know. I was going to let you be 30 today.
Thank you.
For your birthday, my present to you.
Do you know what's sad? I was
What?
like, Garmin has like a healthy fitness age.
Oh, what's your fitness age?
Well, I went to brag on it earlier. Turns out it goes up on your birthday too. So it was 31 and a half.
Oh, nice.
Now it no, and now it yeah, it was 31 and a half. Now it's 32 and a half.
Well, I mean, that's still like what, 5 years younger than you.
Yeah, one of my friends said still old.
So your health age is still older than my real age, but that's okay. And that's the only slight I'm gonna take.
I
This
used
entire
to
pod.
until this birthday, I had the ability to get it under 30, and I no longer have the ability to get it under 30.
I think mine's like or it does the same thing. I think mine's like 23, which I'm really proud of because in my heart, I'm also 23.
Mine was 29.5 until like a month ago.
Yikes. Well,
I've aged a lot in the past month. Some things have
I'd
happened.
say you've been a little stressed.
A little slightly. Turns out that matters.
There's a lot going on. You're working 4 jobs.
Yeah, and the good news is that we do have tools like Claude to scale that work.
On his birthday! The segue of all segues! I'm actually so excited to talk about this because I recently made the transition from OpenAI to Anthropic's Claude. I was a ChatGPT gal. I am now fully integrated into Claude.
I
I
love that. Your
love it.
neural pathways are its neural pathways.
My okay. That one got me. It's been a long day of staring at screens, Ian. You gotta give me a break. Hold on. So I've switched completely to Claude. We have the same brain. We have the same neural pathway. I even ask it for advice, which like I was never the type of person to do that before, but now these days I'm like, hey, let me run this by you. I haven't built any agents or anything. And in chat, I paid like $20 a month for the extra chat so you could have folders. I'm not paying for Claude yet. That's my only gripe with it is you quickly run out of messages.
Tokens.
Tokens, yes, you quickly run out of tokens, so that's unfortunate.
That
Uh,
is. That's how they get you.
yeah, and the other issue with Claude is, like, remember how I told you that chat would talk to me like my friend?
Yes, which is a thing, I'm
Yeah.
learning.
So
Yeah.
Claude's purely a business partner. I can't even train it to be a girl, like, I've tried. I'm like, "Liven up, Claude," and it doesn't at all.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it's like an employee, essentially.
Yes.
Not
No,
gonna be
I
your
know.
friend, it's there to work for you.
No, so I have a couple things that I wanna share with you that I think will specifically help you. I don't know that it'll help anyone else, but I think it will help you.
Can I derail us really quick with a funny anecdote? Because I am old.
Yes. And it's your birthday.
Thanks. We need this more often on my birthday. Uh, I have friends here who have a friend from home, I think, whose name is Claude. And my dumb tech brain is so broken that they were talking about this friend. And for the entire thread, I just thought it was AI. They were talking about the AI tool
Your
and
neural pathway.
is broken. Uh, and it was like until they mentioned like being out with Claude or something. And I was like, oh,
At
we're
first, you were
talking
like,
about a human
"Whoa."
here.
And then you were like, "Oh."
Turns out that people actually have that as a name too.
It is funny because every Claude I know, I only know a couple,
I
they
don't know a single Claude personally.
are ragers, opposite of my personal Claude that I talk to every day.
Do you think
But
Claude Monet is the most famous Claude,
who is Claude Monet?
the painter?
And I don't know who that is. What did he
You don't
paint?
know the painter.
What did he paint? Well, now I'm embarrassed. Let me ask Claude. I don't know any of these paintings. Oh, the sunflowers. Wait, so fun fact, the
No,
bouquet of
sunflowers is Van Gogh.
um, I'm looking at a bouquet of sunflowers by Claude Monet.
Alright, he might also have it, but Van Gogh is famous for the painting sunflowers.
Oh, you're right. I, when I was in 3rd grade, did a version of Van Gogh's Sunflowers.
Did you?
They were like I will never forget it because it was in 3rd grade art class, and we did it with
I feel like we need this can be the promo for this episode is your picture of Van Gogh's
I have
sunflowers.
to find them because they low-key were so good because we did it with, like, chunky paint, like, kinda hard paint, and
Yeah,
you used tooth or popsicle sticks to make,
yeah,
like, the
how his
leaves.
style was, yeah.
Yes, and they slapped, like, my grandma framed it.
Let's go.
I know, I'll find
Were
it and
you
I'll
good at art?
No, Ian? Are you? I feel like you are. You've got an
No,
eye
I
for
was
stuff like
terrible.
that. Oh,
I peaked at, like, 4th grade. Like, I think I was good in 4th grade. I got no better. We had to do
honestly,
like, colored pencils, like, you had to do, like, colored pencil painting of, like, a frog. I think
uh-huh,
I had a good frog. I don't think I could replicate that today at all.
and everyone else was like, yeah, his frog." No,
It was, like, the second that you went from, like, drawing with, like, firm lines to, like, like, real artists,
shading?
like, shading, and it's, like, they don't, like, actually draw the line. It's, like, if you draw a nose, it's, like, a lot of micro lines
Yeah.
to, like, shape it out. I could never do that.
No, 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 I'm not artistic at all in any way, honestly. I can't sing, I can't, like no I did dance, that was my thing, but, like,
Okay.
ballet.
You are good at AI, though,
I am good sorry, back to Claude.
which is what's important today.
And I bet if I asked Claude, he could generate a photo of my sunflowers, you know?
Probably. I like
Anyways,
that.
I have to tell you about this. So, I think do you subscribe to any okay, hold on, let me come back for a second. One thing I really like about Claude is it integrates very easily into Gmail, Outlook, Google Calendar, all of it.
So that's actually I'm glad we're starting here. That is
Yeah.
something that interests me so much because I feel like it could become your own little assistant.
The well, that's exactly what it does. So, I the only grade that I have is you can't I'm not gonna integrate it into Cisco Outlook because I feel like they don't want us doing that, you know? Like
I would agree.
yeah, I feel like that's really not the idea, but I tried to integrate Cisco Outlook into my Google Calendar, not allowed, so you can't do that if you're wondering, because I wanted
Yeah,
Claude to
Hillary
look at
Clinton, you can't do that.
I just want it to be easier. So anyways, I, like,
It
block
is
off
funny though, because that's like where my brain went was I was like, "Oh, that's super cool that it like can become your assistant." And I was like, "But I have nothing in my Gmail calendar, everything in my work calendar, and I know that I'm not allowed to put this in my work calendar."
well, I know, that's the issue. So what I do is I block off, like, I teach class 3 days a week, so I have that in there. I block off, like, 8 to 5:30 every single day for work, and I put it as Cisco. And then, hot tip, do you and Mel have a shared Google Calendar?
No.
'Kay. You need one. It's the best. So Peyton and I have a shared
We're
Google
old school. We have a
Calendar.
calendar in the fridge.
That's he is 30. Be nice to him, it's his birthday. He's 30. He's 30. Anyways, so I what I have it do
Next to our
every
landline.
Do you have a landline?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, "Ian, that seems like a really unnecessary bill." Okay. So I set all those up. I have my assistant, he's integrated into my Google Calendar, and he reads me my week every Monday. So
So you
I
just have,
say
like, work block, essentially.
yeah, I have work block, and then
Yeah.
if I like Cisco Live, it'll be like, "Hey, your flight leaves at this time on Monday, you should probably do this." And then I'll have it look a month out and see, what weekends do I have school, when do I have assignments due, and it kind of just prioritizes things that need
Okay.
to be done. Love that one. Second thing is it integrates into your email. So I don't do it for my Cisco email, but for my personal Gmail, I subscribe to a ton of newsletters. Like I get the New York Times and the Morning Brew and like all
Yeah.
what are you shaking
Same.
your Oh, okay,
No,
cool.
because I subscribe to too many newsletters, to be clear.
Yeah. Well, what you can do is I program Claude to go in every single morning, scrub like overlapping headlines, give me the highlights, give me things that I'm interested in, and then I say morning brief, and it pulls out a one pager of things that it thinks that I should be paying attention to.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mean
I
to
like
brag.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah, the me who signs up for newsletters and the me who gets newsletters are different beasts.
I used to try to read them all. Like, I would read the Morning Brew, the Skim, and the New York Times every morning and be really
I
depressed, and
Yeah. That's part of it, and then 2 is, like, I give it a quick scroll. I give, like, 2 or 3 of them, like, a quick
Mhm.
scroll, see if anything jumps out, and, like, we're gonna keep moving. I don't need to be mad at 6 AM.
Yeah, no. So, I highly recommend that one. I highly
I like
recommend the
that.
calendar. I also have just been using it in general for content creation and, I don't know, ideation. Whenever we just did a strategy readout, which we should totally do an episode on because you had a really great presentation. I talked to Claude about it, and I was like, "Help me find gaps because it's a little bit better than Circuit." I didn't give it specific numbers or accounts, but I was like, "What would you say that 3 areas of opportunity are here? Help me see what I'm missing."
I think it's interesting in my research, like, it's similar to chat in that you have to give it context, but it's almost like and maybe this would still work in ChatGPT as far as a prompt, but, like, I have my 2 stand by the race and the crit prompts that we've talked about for chat. For Claude, it seems like it's like you want to give it more, meaning like you don't want to
Yeah.
just stop there. Like the more context is the better. And it was even like the article I was reading provided like a sample prompt. And I was like, I wonder genuinely, like if I took that prompt and put it into Claude and chat and saw what came back. But it seems like based on your experience, Claude might actually be better because it's better when you layer in context and give it more information from external sources.
Well, I think what's really nice, and I don't know that Chat did this or if I ever even looked into it, but whenever I first started using Claude, you can go to settings and you can give it instructions, and then these instructions apply to every single answer that you ask it. So you give it context and background on you, and then it uses it to give you answers. So, like, I gave it my career background, I gave it my priorities, I told it outside of work what I'm passionate about. I told it that whenever it gives me answers, I prefer recommendations that are high ROI, realistic, tactical, data backed. I want organized information, bullets to explain trade offs. I want it to give me questions so that we go back and forth. And now, every single time I ask it to do something, it follows this and,
I
like,
love that.
basically gives me a SWOT analysis every single time and says, "Here are 3 options. What are your thoughts?" And it asks me clarifying questions.
So on that, are you putting it in like, how are you entering that? Because that was something that also, came up in my article was it like chat you can chat with, literally, like, that's why
Mhm.
it's Chat GPT, right? Claude is more like you need to be like, "Hey, here is the context, here is the audience, here is the topic, here are the constraints I have." Like, you need to be more structured in your input. Is that something you've solved for, or are you still kind of using them similarly?
I don't think you have to do that.
Okay.
Depending on what the problem is. Like, I don't think you have to give it all that information if you set it up in the instructions for Claude. Like, I'm looking at my screen right now in settings where you set up how you ask it. I have 3 pages of what I want Claude to do in every
So
single
where
answer.
did you that seems daunting to me, if I'm being honest, like, that's
Yeah.
and it's the same thing I've told Steven this, like, setting up the board of directors, not that crazy of a thing, right? But it's like some of
Mhm.
these things where he's built out his whole, like, health persona and put in like, just starting that, I'm like, "Where did you begin? What was the first thing you told it to do?" So, like, how did you craft those 3 pages?
Well, you're gonna die. So, what do you use currently? Use chat? Do you use anything? It's okay. It's a
I mean,
safe
I
space.
I feel like it's
Your
probably
birthday.
Gemini most frequently,
Because you
a
Google?
lot of yeah, a lot of
Okay.
chat and I've gotten, like, better at, like I've stopped Googling the way I used to Google, I would say, like, I've started putting prompts into Google, which is a weird behavior change I actually noticed in myself recently, and then I've told you, I want to get into Claude, it's just
Mhm.
the few times I've interacted with it, I haven't been able to get what I want out because I don't know how to use it, so
Well,
it is chat.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send you my prompt.
Okay.
You're gonna tailor what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in chat, you're gonna take this, say, "Take
You
this
use
Claude."
chat to teach yourself Claude. Okay.
What I did
That's
is
very
I
meta.
No, it's freaky. I went to chat and I said, "Hey, I'm setting up my instructions for Claude. Take all the information that you know about me and how I respond to you, and give me an output of what I should tell Claude to do."
Okay.
And then it's crazy. It's so meta. So I'm gonna give you this. You're gonna go to chat, say, "Take this as a framework, use everything that you know about me, read my LinkedIn, apply my background to it, and then spit out my own version."
Alright.
And
Thank
it'll
you.
freak you out. But it works so well because it's I don't it's just getting to the bottom of it. Like, you don't have to keep going back and forth as many times because it immediately knows how I need to be responded to.
It's so interesting because I think there's an entirely new discipline, and I imagine, like, there will probably be college courses, if they're not already on this soon, on, like, how to communicate with AI. Because I
I
think
know.
it's such a leg up, like, being able to get what you need out of AI versus, like, the person who's just like, "Teach me this thing," and you're like, "Okay, it will give you something back, obviously, but it's not optimized at all." So I think it's so interesting, like, the ability to communicate and maximize the outputs of AI is such a leg up,
And my
and
birthday
I'm
present to you is I will give you my prompt.
pretty nice.
Yep.
Thank you.
And this foreshadow for our next episode because I have to drop to my meeting, but I think it's really interesting because I think all the people that are gonna get ahead in the workforce or in their careers are the people that can manipulate AI. Like, they're only gonna
I
bring in
agree.
hires that can manipulate it. Okay, I've gotta go. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
If you like the episode, please rate, review, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Until next time.
Thank you for listening.